Hello everyone, let us discuss the second question of the graded assignment. In the second question, they have asked us that what will count represent at the end of the execution. In the code, we can see that first they have initialized the variable count to 0 and then they have started a nested loop. In the outer loop, they are reading the rows from the table and then shifting that particular row to another table 2. Then again they have used a while loop in which they are reading the leftover rows in the table 1 and then updating the variable count and then moving that row to another table 3. Okay, we can see that in the updation statement of the variable count they have written count equals to count plus is similar x comma y. Here x stands for the first row we have read from the table 1 and y stands for the second row of the table 1 which they have shifted in the next step to the table 3. Now the procedure is difference is equal to ABS x dot total bill amount minus y dot total bill amount. Here ABS is an absolute function which, as they have already given us in the question, that this function takes the negative value as also being positive. So from the two rows of the table they have calculated the difference of their total bill amount and then they have used an if statement that if x dot shop name is equal to y dot shop name and difference is less than equal to 100, return 1 else return 0. So count will be updated when the shop names of the two rows will be same and difference will be less than equal to 100. Less than equal to 100 means at most 100. Okay, so we can say that count will represent the number of pairs of bills from the same shop whose difference in total bill amount is at most 100. So the correct option is option 3. We can say here that they are counting the number of pairs of bills because they are using the two rows of the table at once and then updating the variable count. So that's why we can say that they are counting the number of pairs of bills.